Dr. Ilina Sen, can you give us an update on the trial that's in progress now?
Actually, the trial has, phase is over because the prosecution, which was delaying its evidence and the way that they were bringing witnesses on, they took something like 2.5 years to come to this stage. But they have just finished. The prosecution has finished its evidence, and that was facilitated by an order of the Supreme Court. One of the co-accused in this case, this is Piyush Guha, the first person who was arrested, and from whom these letters are supposed to have been recovered, which Binayak was supposed to have couriered. He has been trying for bail consistently, and it was refused in the Sessions Court, twice in the High Court. And then it came up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court wanted to know the status of the trial. And the prosecution assured them that the trial was finishing. And so there was some debate at that time. So the Supreme Court actually gave a ruling saying that the prosecution had to finish by the 30th of September. Otherwise, the bail case would be listed again in October. So that is why, with that kind of pressure and that kind of deadline, they just finished the prosecution, which means the investigating officer. See, there are two investigating officers, a junior one who did most of the legwork and a senior one who was in theory responsible and who signed the papers. So the junior guy started deposing in November last year, and he went on 1 day a month, 2 days a month. His cross-examination dragged on 1 day a month, so he finished only in August. This is, the way that they were spacing it out and delaying it. The senior chap came in early September, and he's already finished. Because days were given. I think in September we had 5 hearings, 5 days. So that went quite fast. So that is where it now stands. But now there are some technical procedures with regard to recording the statements of the accused. So which means that a set of questions are going to be asked of each of the accused, and they're each going to have to respond to that. So that is going to take place sometime at the end of this month. And on that same day, the judge is he's supposed to ask us formally whether the defense would like to put on any evidence. So I don't know about the others, but we have made some plans, and we are going to put on some witnesses. I think our list is of 9 or 10 people. So we have to present that list and give them the addresses, the documents that we want to file on that date. So I'm expecting that at the end of October we will give them which is like a defense plan. We will give them the plan, and then it depends on the court how frequently they give us dates subsequently. So that will determine how fast or how slow it will go. And at the end of it, there are going to be arguments by the counsel on both sides. So it looks like, it could finish in 2 months, it could take up to 6 months, it could take slightly more, but this situation where it was just dragging out indefinitely, that's over. That's where the trial stands.
We have prepared a statement at the time when the judge asks the questions of the accused. We have prepared a statement that would, at the end, he's supposed to ask us whether we have anything to say. So, in answer to that question, on our part, we have prepared a statement, and we will be putting that statement out for general.
After we filed it in court.
After we have filed it in court, we will be.
Because that is still being worked on. There are some commas and full stops that are still being put. So once that is finalized and once that has been filed in court, then we'll release it to our friends.